Welcome back to the Winter Circle University, man. Today is Car Convo episode 1, right? Today we're going to be talking about being aware, right? And when you hear the word being aware, what comes to mind, right? Because being aware, some people would think that being aware, all you do is just you're seeing through your eyes, or you know what's going on. But being aware is a little bit more deeper than meets the eye. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna tell y'all a little story, right? And the story consists of why I don't like to be drunk. I know, it's crazy, right? But no, I don't like to be drunk anymore because I like to be aware, right? So I can explain. So because I like to be aware of my surroundings, I like to be aware of my mind state. I like to be aware of everything that I can be aware of in my surroundings, right? Like right now I'm at a park. I'm aware of how many cars is here, how many people is actually here with those cars, and not cars that's just parked there. You know what I mean? I'm aware of how many ducks is over there. I'm aware of how many turtles is in the water, the pond. You know what I mean? I'm aware of everything because I want to be aware, and I can be aware of the things around me. So back to the story, right? So the story of why I don't like to be drunk anymore. I don't like the feeling of drunk. I'll drink, you know what I mean? But once I'm at my peak, which is where I start to feel the sensation of, yeah, I'm good now. Like if I take a couple more, I'm gonna be fucked up. That's where I stop. Cause I don't like to be drunk. You know what I'm saying? Because when I'm drunk, I'm not aware anymore. And 90% of the time, some of us that when we drink, we black out. We don't remember nothing. I don't like that. Me personally, I don't like that. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with drinking. To each their own. You're grown. We're all grown here. We can do what we want to do. But it's just I don't like to be intoxicated, man. I just don't like the feeling. You know what I mean? I'll drink a couple beers with you, you know what I'm saying? We'll take a couple shots or whatnot, but it's like once I start to feel like I'm damn near drunk, I'm over it. I'm over it. Done. So the story consists of why I actually don't like to drink anymore is because I'm not aware anymore. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you're at a party and next thing you know you wake up in the middle of the street. How the fuck did you end up there? That never happened to me. I'm just giving you a synopsis. How did that happen? You know what I mean? And the answer to that is because you wasn't aware. You was aware that the last thing you were doing is drinking at a party. Next thing you know, you're in the middle of the street. That's why I don't drink to get drunk. I just drink to get right. Because once I feel the sensation of I'm good right here, I'm staying. And if I go down, I might bring myself back up. I'll just let it right up. You know what I mean? But that's the end of the story. I don't like to drink. I don't like to drink to get drunk. I just like to drink to feel good, basically. But yeah, being aware is a hell of a thing, man, because a lot of people think they're aware sometimes, and in reality, they're not. You know what I mean? They'd be like, "Oh, I pay my rent. I'm paying my car note. I can do this. I can do that." But then again, it's like it's not necessarily aware though. You're just doing what you need to do as an adult. You know what I mean? To keep your head afloat. You know what I mean? You're not really aware. Are you aware of the thoughts that's coming in and out your mind? Are you aware of the things that you're doing, knowing you're not supposed to be doing it? Are you aware of the fact that you're having relationships with people that you're not supposed to be having relationships with? Are you aware of the fact that you're disobeying God even though He clearly tells you not to do something and you go do it anyway? You know, what I mean, there's so much things that people think they're aware of, but that's not really being aware. That's just doing what you have to do or doing what you need to do, you know? And then the things that they're supposed to be aware of, they're not really aware of it because they're one-sided. They're thinking about something else, but really that's not even the way to go about it. But there's no right or wrong answers on this channel. It's just the fact that a lot of people don't know what it really is being aware. So yeah, it's not gonna be a long video. I just wanted to come on here and give y'all something to think about of why being aware is actually very, very, very imperative. You have to be aware, and you can't let your intrusive thoughts win. Because if you're aware of your intrusive thoughts, there's no way your intrusive thoughts is gonna win. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. So it's like yesterday, right? My girl was at work and she had told me something. She was like, 'cause she's a nurse, right? Yeah, it was just a big guy. Okay. My boy looked like he Hawaiian or something. Anyways, yeah, he's sweating already. He only did one lap. My bad. I'm sorry. He literally just started his lap like 5 minutes ago. And his whole shirt is drenched. He just came outside. That's funny. Anyways, back to the video. So, she was at work, right? She's a nurse. So, she was working with this one of her coworkers, I guess, and they were about to take care of this patient, right? And she had asked her, which was the lady. She had asked my girl. She was like, "Are you ready?" She was like, "No, let me go finish my runs first, right?" So all she had to do was just go let her finish her runs or whatnot. But she was like, "No, no, no, we got to take care of him right now. Yada yada yada, blah 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 blah." So my girl was like, "All right, cool, whatever, let's do it, right?" She go in there. When they go in there, boom, the patient was coughing and shit, and she said supposedly she thought she heard them saying they have COVID, so she's not 100% sure, but that's what she remembers, right? Motherfucker coughed, some shit came out all over her clothes, all in her eyes and shit in her face, and she wore contacts, so she had to take her contacts out, and now she's just fucked up. She's thrown off, right? And she almost let her intrusive thoughts win, but because she was aware of the fact that she's at work, and because she's aware of the fact that the patient wasn't really in control of what it was doing at the moment, and because she was aware that any retaliation of the sort can get her in trouble, right? So she being aware, she just held it in, and she came to me and she just let it out, which is okay. But I basically gave y'all that story because she was aware of what was going on. Now, if it was somebody else that wasn't aware now, instantly they would have probably went crazy. But she was specifically mad because her contacts was fucked up, so she couldn't wear them no more. So she had to go home and grab her glasses, right? But long story short, example of someone not being aware. My cousin, right? Um, say for instance, like back in the day, I don't know if she's like this because I don't really be around her like that no more. But say for instance, he asked me something, right? And I said no, or whatever the case. She asked me for something, and I said no, and then she just starts tweaking out, right? She wasn't aware of the fact that it wasn't necessary for her to tweak out. You know what I mean? It was very unnecessary. So she wasn't aware that her emotions was taking over, and her intrusive thoughts is winning, right? She wasn't aware that her intrusive thoughts and her emotions had taken over. Now, me on the other hand, I'm always aware, so it takes a lot to actually piss me off, to make me mad, whatever the case. You can irritate me like that, right? I'll be irritated. I don't want to talk. I don't want to look at you. I don't want to be around you. Get the fuck. You know what I mean? But as far as, I don't know, being mad, wanting to fight you, cussing you out, things of that nature, I'm not. No, man. You gotta really do something to make me do that, right? But it's just the fact that she wasn't aware, so she started tweaking out. She just let it happen, right? Now, me on the other hand, I'm always aware, so it's like it takes so much to actually for me to let go of the. I was looking for a specific word to let go of, me being aware, to let the emotions take over, or my anger take over, or my sadness take over, whatever the case may be. So that's all I got for today, man. You know what I mean? Just be aware of your surroundings, be aware of you, be aware of the company you keep, be aware of everything, bro. You always have to be aware. Being aware is very key. Very, very, very imperative to always be aware. Right? So, with that being said, thank y'all boys for watching. Thank y'all for the love and the support and everything y'all boys do. Don't forget to click the link in the description so you can join the Winner Circle University and become the best version of yourself. Make some money, learn a lot of things that they did not teach us in school, and get close with God. With that being said, thank y'all boys for watching. I'll see y'all boys on the flip side. Peace. Stay aware.